is Radek, and I will tell you about liking and sympathy as weapons of influence. Firstly, I will tell you about 4 different aspects of it, and then how can you defend yourself from being manipulated that way. And before I start, I also would like you to know that I'm very passionate about this topic, so I've added some curiosities in my presentation. I won't be really talking much about them, but if you had any questions, please ask me after my presentation or after the competition. Okay, so the hero of my presentation today is Mr. Joe Girard. And he is the absolute master at using the liking rule. He was actually able to earn over $200,000 a year just by using the liking rule. So you may think that, well, he must have been some kind of a high-level executive or the owner of a big company. Actually not, he was just a simple salesman. So what is this liking rule? Well, it basically says that if you want to get something from somebody, or if you want to influence somebody, the best way to do it is by making them like you first. Okay, so again, how do you make somebody like you? Firstly, you have to answer the question, who do we like and why? So the first thing you notice about people before you even get to any interaction with someone is, of course, their physical appearance. In this case, physical attractiveness. And this works by halo effect. Halo effect is our tendency to associate good traits of character with people that are attractive. So, for example, we think that they are also very intelligent, that they are honest, well-educated, or kind, and these are the things that we cannot really tell by just looking at somebody. Also, this is very dangerous because it's totally automatic and subconscious. So there were many studies about it. One of them was conducted in Canada when there were elections at the time, and it turned out that people were voting 2 times more often on attractive politicians rather than on their less attractive colleagues. And I think it's very dangerous because it affects very important matters in our life, such as government, for example, in this case. And when we aren't aware that this mechanism is affecting our decisions, we cannot really do much about them. Okay, to give you a quick sum up of what I've just told and to give you some extra information, it works by halo effect. It's automatic and subconscious. We like good-looking people over 2 times more than unattractive people. We prefer people to rule our country, to work in our companies. We pay them more, promote them more often, and they are even less likely to go to prison. Okay, the next aspect is similarity. And going back to our friend Mr. Girard, if he wanted to sell us something, he could say something. He could ask us a simple question. Where are you from? You would say, I don't know, from Poznań. And he would follow up with something probably along the lines as, well, my wife is from Poznań too. And I really love going there to visit our family. I think it's a beautiful city. There's so much to do there, and so on and so forth. And actually, it's not the only thing Mr. Girard could do. Nowadays, sellers are taught to copy us in many different ways. They are taught to imitate our mimics, our gestures, the way we walk, the way we talk even. And the dangerous thing about this one, I think, is that when you like somebody, the more you like somebody, the more likely you are to do what this person wants you to do. So if you aren't even aware why are you liking somebody so much, again, it's very difficult to defend yourself from it. So again, to give you a quick sum up, sellers are taught to say things showing their similarity with us. People are more likely to help the ones who are similar to them, and people tend to like other people even just because their names are similar. Okay, so the next aspect is, surprise, surprise, compliments. And of course, if somebody is complimenting you, you like them more. But I still think there are some interesting facts about that. For example, that even if you are totally aware that somebody is complimenting you just because he wants something from you, studies showed this would still make you like them more. And moreover, these compliments don't even need to be true. Because if somebody would tell you, for example, oh, you lost some weight, and when you know perfectly that it's actually quite opposite, you would still like this person more. So, compliments work even if we are aware they are told to gain our sympathy. They don't need to be true to work, and they work regardless of sex of this movie. So, girls compliment girls, boys compliment boys, don't be afraid. The last aspect is contact and knowing. And this is very simple. It's just that we prefer the things that we know or have seen. And there is a very simple experiment you can do on your own, even right after my presentation. You just need a smartphone to do it. You have to take a photo of your face and reflect it, so that the right side is on the left side and the left side is on the right side. Then show this picture to your friend, a really good friend that really knows you well, and ask him or her which picture does she or he prefers. Probably your friend will prefer the normal photo of your face, but which one would you prefer? The reflected one, probably. Does anybody has any idea why it could be like that?
Mirror.
Yes, exactly. You see yourself that way in the mirror all the time. That's why you have much better contact with this I don't know, this reflection of your face. So that's why you prefer it. Okay, so we know everything about all of those factors. How can we defend ourselves from it? Well, there are no techniques to defend from all of those factors. But there is one way you can prevent yourself from being manipulated by all of those factors at once. And this is in case when somebody wants something from you. Because let's be honest, if not, then why shouldn't you like people? This tactic is to differentiate your feelings that you have to this person that's offering you something from this actual offer itself. So, therefore, when you think, how do you actually think about doing what this person wants you to do, when you don't feel good about it, when you don't feel happy about it, just you have to be assertive and say no. How to be assertive? Well, this is a topic for a whole other lecture, but for the last time, to give you a sum up and step-by-step process, how you can defend from being manipulated. There are two main routes of manipulating by sympathy to defend from them one by one. There is one universal way of defending from all of those factors. Focus your attention on the effects rather than the causes. Let the manipulation influence you, and then once you get aware of liking somebody surprisingly much after a short period of time, firstly, distinguish what you feel to the person from how you feel about the offer, and then make the decision basing on the second feeling. Thank you, and don't forget, thank you very much for your attention.